So for languages, we follow Edexcel GCSE for French and German. If you have studied French at Key Stage 3, the expectation is therefore that you would take French for GCSE, and likewise if you have studied German at Key Stage 3, then we would expect you to be doing German at GCSE as well. The GCSE course follows the Edexcel specification for both French and German, and it is assessed at the end of 2 years through 4 exams. So there is a speaking exam, a writing exam, a reading exam and a listening exam. And each one of those exams are weighted 25%. So it's really important, therefore, that you achieve as highly as you can in each one of those skill areas. In terms of the content of the course, again, it is the same themes that are covered for both French and German. So there are 5 themes in total, which are then divided into sub-themes. The 5 themes look at, first of all, talking about yourself and your family and relationships, festivals and customs, but not just festivals and customs that we celebrate within Britain, but also in French-speaking countries around the world and countries where German is spoken. And remember that German is also spoken in Austria and Switzerland and the northern part of Italy, where it has dual status with Italian. Okay, so German isn't just within the German context. The second context that we talk about is where we live, our local area, holidays, a little bit about ecotourism, and then thirdly we move on to the theme of schools, school life, school trips, but that also then moves on to theme 4, which is looking at future plans, part-time jobs, and again, why are languages important? Why do we study them? Why do we say that it's really good to have a language at GCSE? And finally, we look at the international context. So sporting events, what are some of the benefits of international sporting events, such as the Tour de France, the Olympic Games? What about international festivals in those countries, such as Oktoberfest in Germany? How does that benefit a country? We have a very, very good track record in languages where students receive generally excellent results. We have very, very good high work ethic in the department, and our lessons are well planned, focused and clearly set to support students from their learning for the exams. We do also now offer German at A-level, so if you study German at GCSE and you do extremely well and would like to study it for A-level, then we have now got A-level German up and running. Sometimes we hear people question, why is it important to do a language? Well, languages are really important for lots of reasons. So firstly, if you think about the job market, lots of companies in Britain need somebody who speaks a different language. And French and German are still the main languages that people look for within Britain on the job market. And if you think about what's happened recently with Brexit, I'm sure you've seen some of the headlines, and it's talking about hauliers having problems with paperwork. And recently the International Department of Trade has now suggested that British firms relocate to Europe to they get round fees. So if this is the case, surely we're going to need people that have a better understanding of languages so that we can renegotiate some of those terms as a small business. Likewise, well, if you're interested in working for some of the big international companies, so if you want to go into engineering, then some of the big German car companies, Audi, BMW, they would expect you to have at least GCSE German before you even applied for a job. On a more social level, languages are about breaking down barriers and breaking down misconceptions. It's a way to get to know other people's culture and customs, and that's a really positive and exciting thing on itself. Languages give you the option to discover and take you to new places. Some of you may be thinking about travelling when you're a little bit older, maybe going to visit Paris, maybe travelling around Europe. Well, knowing those European languages, German and French, which are some of the main languages within Europe, will surely help you massively on your way. Alongside GCSE French and GCSE German, we do support students who would like to do a GCSE in their own native language that they speak at home. So we've supported people in the past who do GCSE Italian, GCSE Spanish, GCSE Russian, Arabic and Polish. So if that's something you would like to consider as well, then when it comes to year 11, if you come and speak to me and we can talk about what that exam will entail. If you're already doing GCSE French and GCSE German, to do that language, it will obviously be a lot more straightforward for you. Okay, so we have a lot going on in the language department. GCSE French and GCSE German are our main languages. We see them as being important, we see them as being valuable, and also study of a language will be part of your EBAC qualification and will also support your applications to Red Brick University, college courses and companies in Britain and around the world.